So now we're moving on with another part of our event. And this is also a very special moment for me because I am going to introduce you to a friend, a supporter of Latinas in Business, and our gold sponsor for the night, and Patricia Pacheco de Baez. And Patricia, Patty and I go a long way. We have met, we met many years ago through a common friend, Jessica Asensio, who we are going to be honoring tonight, actually, in a very emotional, I think, ceremony, because we lost her last year. And Patricia is the managing director of global corporate banking at Bank of America. Patricia is responsible for Latin American and European large corporate subsidiaries with 2 billion with a B, and above in global annual sales based in North America. She has had a stellar career in Bank of America. Actually, recently got a big promotion, for what I understand. And Pacheco also has been involved in leading many Hispanic and employee network initiatives throughout the course of her career. She currently serves as co-chair of Bank of America's Hispanic Latino Executive Council, and she is the emeritus chair of the firm's Hispanic Network Executive Advisory Board, which tells you that when you get up, raise other people up. And that's what Patricia is doing. Thank you, Patricia.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Susana, for such a kind introduction. And as you said, right, and I love how you always mention this work that you do, it's labor of love. So I'm very honored and humbled to be with all of you this evening. I know that we're running out of time because very soon we're going to the cocktail reception to honor our incredible women entrepreneurs and corporate leaders for all the work that they do, and especially on helping one another and rising up, like Susana mentioned. So as she introduced me, I'm Patricia Pacheco. Many of you know me as Patty. My day-to-day job is in global corporate investment bank, basically covering large corporates. But my passion and my love is giving back to my community, being very involved in the Latino Hispanic agenda through my entire career. Now at Bank of America, before at JP Morgan, where I was there for 7 years, and before that, American Express Bank. So it is a pleasure to be with all of you. I want to congratulate, first and foremost, Susana and her board for all the work, all the hard work. The agenda today has been spectacular. I think she definitely raised the bar. So I hope you took away a lot of the learnings. I participated in some of the workshops. Most recent, the last workshop, the men panel. I want to give a shout out to Damien, my good friend Damien, who participated, in Thomas and Ron. You guys spoke a lot about being an ally. And every time I hear a man talk about being an ally to a woman, especially Latino men being an ally to Latina women, it's incredible, powerful. Your words do matter and your actions do matter. And we need, more than ever, we need allyship from men in order to continue making this progress that we're making. So in terms of diversity and inclusion, I think that Damien talked about as well on his panel, which I thought it was very important for me to repeat it. It's not only important to recruit the talent into corporate America or even in small businesses, but as well to keep, retain, and develop and promote the talent. So at Bank of America, we're very proud. Women make up 50% of our global workforce and more than 40% of our managers. Latino Hispanics, we have about 18% of our workforce is Latino, which is actually higher than many of our peers in the financial industry. So we're very proud of that, and it's obviously a work in progress. We're also very proud of our support and all the work that we do with the small business. The small businesses are the core of our economy, and their growth is important and is critical in order for us to progress as a country. And the Latino Hispanics, and at least before, just share with us, right? The Latino and Latina, more importantly, right? Picture into this. The Latina small businesses are growing faster than any other entrepreneurs here in the USA. So we need to make sure as corporate leaders, we're there, we're present to support all of you, support your growth and enable you, providing you the tools that you need in order to grow your business. In terms of Bank of America, we serve more than 5 million women and small businesses across the country. And as you know, many of you know already, 42% of the small businesses are owned by women in the US. So, and they create more than $2 trillion dollars in sales. So women, I think Damien and Thomas, before they said, right, women are the power, right, are the future. So the present and the future. Therefore, we really cannot take it for granted. One of the things that I want to quickly share with you as I provide closing remarks is in terms of the advice on post-COVID. COVID has been an incredible journey that we've all gone through. It has been horrible times for our country, for the world, right? But there has also, I'm an optimistic, so it's also important for us to focus on the positive. For small businesses, it has been, and we've seen that, and I encourage you to see our latest report on a small business. We do every year, we do a survey. It's called Small Business Owner Report. There is more than 60% of small businesses are actually optimistic of the future. They expect their revenues to increase this year compared to last year's revenues. Therefore, there is an optimism about growth. There is an optimism about the macroeconomic landscape improving, and it is improving given the vaccine rollout of this current government, etc., and all the different policies that are being put in place. So now, as we go through post-COVID mode and going back to business, right, and ramping up, it's important that all of you hopefully have taken notes on all the different things you need to do, right, to be ready to grow, right? One of the things that we see on this research is the fact that even if small businesses went through very difficult times, many of you had to tap into your personal savings, tap into your network in order to be open, right? To keep open and be sustainable. At the same time, though, many of you pivoted. You leverage this crisis in order to be more innovative, to digitalize your business, to think through how to leverage social media in a more strategic and a way to grow faster, right? So how to leverage all the different tools that are out there, like Google, that you had a workshop today. So we at Bank of America, we're optimistic about the small businesses, and this research that we've done actually supports that optimism. We're optimists as well around our macroeconomic landscape, and I encourage you as well to look at that, or those reports and their research to be ready, right? To know what is happening to this environment, to get ready for our business. But I think Alice hit to that, which is in terms of advice, right? You learned a lot today, but most importantly as well, you perhaps met a lot of speakers. I encourage you as well to reach out to the speakers, to create a network, to leverage those relationships, and not necessarily you need to ask, right? Have a specific ask, but build their relationship with those folks who can support you through your journey. Many times folks are, especially Latinos, we tend to be a little bit shyer, right? On reaching out, whether it's LinkedIn or whether it's through Facebook. But network is critical, especially for the small business. environment. You need to leverage one another. And as Latinas in this forum, I encourage all of you to leverage one another, to learn from one another, to lift up each other. It's so imperative. And that's what I've done through my entire career. And I'm proud to say that many of the board members of Latina in Business Inc. are those women who have lifted me up, including Susana, including Beth, including Albania, and our deceased friend, Jessica Asensio. So with that, for me, it's an honor. I'm very humbled to support Latinas in Business Inc., to support this work of love, of passion, of Susana and all of us, because we know Latinas are the present and we are the future. And without us, this country cannot grow. And therefore, we need to be very supportive of all of you. So with that, I closed my remarks. Please count on Bank of America to help you and support you through this journey. And thank you again, Susana, for having me this evening. Have a great night.
Thank you, Patricia. You are wonderful. You are really a great supporter and an ally also of Latinas in Business.